Africa, a very warm welcome to you. This is Afternoon Express and my name is Balisa Dembe. Now it is midweek through this incredible week on Afternoon Express, and here we are here to keep you inspired time and time again. So today we'll be chatting to a man and a woman from the Indoni Dance Academy in Cape Town who have earned prestigious yoga internships in India, giving them an opportunity to learn from a different culture and share their knowledge back home here in South Africa. Plus, we meet a recent matriculant who made news headlines when he earned seven distinctions and a bursary to study medicine. And he did all of this whilst living in a one-bedroom shack that he shared with 4 other people, which is such an inspirational, incredible story. All of that and more coming up a little later on in the show. But first, let's talk fashion. Opposites attract, while never truer words have been spoken. We're seeing the statement come into life this season with the black and white trend. This is a global trend that I know more and more are joining and more are loving. So I have brought on Unoxolo Mafu from Cosmo to unpack this hot color combination. Now, a lot of people think black, white, how is it a hot color combo? But it's a classic.
It's a classic and it's never left, Bali. Honestly, it's incredible. I think a lot of people have thought that black and white is something that was long gone, just in polka dots. It's found a way to always make a minimalist person so happy. So from black to white, you really have such an amazing way of making your fashion come to life.
I love that. And I see that this is truly, you know, spreading like wildfire across the globe. Why do you think people are so attracted to this color combo?
I think it has a wonderful way of accentuating any body type, and you really can play with textures. I think you've seen, you know, people can really make that distinct like black and white look, or they can play with patterns or polka dots. But I think the textures really come to life here. We can see embellishments here, but always so chic, always so great. And I think black and white is always a good combination.
It really, really is. And guys, take it from Unox. If you follow her on social media, you know that she's always dressed to the nines. She's always looking so cute. And of course, Cosmo is such an authority in fashion, has been for years. So if you go and listen to anyone and if you go and take any advice, this is
from us.
Absolutely. So we have seen these embellishments that Willies have added, these sequences and making it very, very beautiful.
100%.
If you were to choose, let's say 3. 3 must-have go-to staple pieces. What would they be?
Well, it's very hard, but I think Woolworths has really made it easy for us in this regard. So I have to start with the leather. That's kind of a classic feature that you'll have to add any edge to any kind of outfit that you have. So you can do that in the office on a Friday, or if you're going to go out for drinks for date night, it's absolutely incredible, you know? And then you've got your classic LDB, which is also super available. And I love the way they've made like accents on the sleeves and ways that you can feel sexy and creative at the same time. And then of course we've got beautiful linens, we've got shorts, really fun stuff that you can interact with, and those patterns are all over the place.
I mean, these pants now are Woolies as well.
Exactly.
It might not be whites, but there's definitely this black
pattern. Exactly. And the monochrome has a wonderful way of making people look incredible. It's also very stylish and edgy, but in a way that you can take from season to season, which is why I think, you know, this assortment of stuff is incredible.
I love the huge array that Woolies has in store. It's so classic, so beautiful. But another thing that I love about it is something that you touched on. The way you're able to play with the feminine, the masculine, feeling sexy, looking sexy, but then you rock that leather black jacket and it's taken to the next level.
It changes everything. And styling is a joy in that sense.
On that note, girl, I want to get into the styling. Because a lot of viewers at home are like, okay, all talk, but on a daily basis, whether I'm going to the office, how does this look like? So how would you go about styling your black and white garments?
Well, I've got 2 looks for you that we can run through. So I'm going to take my first model who's going to give us just a sense of what we could do here. What I've done is here, we've got a full white look here, which I love. And it's got a bit of an athleisure look to it. So these are great pants that you can dress up or down. So sneakers here would have been absolutely incredible also. But also then the shirt is a relaxed kind of feel. So if she wanted to go to the office, she can do it with heels. If she's going to go see some friends for like a drink after work, sneakers are still fine. So I think this is a great way of combining textures, combining linens, and I mean, you could interchange it with a number of tops that are here. So I think that's the joy about a monochrome and also just a black and white, is that it can do really much anything.
Pretty much. It's a chameleon. It can change, shift, and mold and transform. I love that. This is an outfit that I think I'll try.
Yeah.
Anyone who knows me knows I've got so much white in my wardrobe. People, yeah, everyone says, how do you do it? I don't know. I'm just really, really attracted to white.
But it is a great color.
Yeah, staple in anyone's wardrobe. Thank you so much. She looks absolutely incredible. Ready for action.
Look at her.
We have another look though that you've got lined up.
We do. So this is an all black outfit. I thought, let's just talk about the basic colors here. So here we've got a beautiful pleated skirt, but then with a t-shirt to just keep it chilled. And again, you can interchange those shoes as much as you'd like, but really what I like here is the way that it comes together in the waist, and the t-shirt is a very relaxed feel.
Yeah.
So I really think here our model is just showing the kind of versatility that all these elements have. So such a great look.
I love this look so much, and I can see, our model is rocking it. She is feeling herself. I love the detail in that top, and the pleats is, a classic.
Amazing. And the thing is, it lasts. The joy is it's a dress that you can easily take care of and really can change kind of an outfit from serious to kind of playful at the same time. So a very nice feminine touch there.
Very, very, very beautiful. I just want to see both looks side by side.
All right, both looks. So we'll have them stay here. So here we can see the contrast right there. If we were to interchange any of these tops, I really think that they would still look incredible.
Yeah.
The way in which these clothes really enhance their bodies, both girls feel confident, as we can see, they feel great. And I really think when you're looking for items like these are the staples you'd want.
I love them so much. I love the look. I love the play with color. Look, at home, whether you're looking for a black and white polka dots, prints, a plain white tee, or of course a black pencil skirt, you can shop all of these looks at Woolworths in-store, online, or on the Woolworths app. Now, Knox, I know that Woolies has this incredible sale right now.
Yes.
The quality sale, they call it.
Yes,
where
and the quality is there.
I'm telling you, 50%, I mean, everyone at home, you have to listen to this, 50% off selected items. And if you've got your W Rewards card and you are a member, you get an additional 10%. When I walk into Woolies, I won't get dizzy, I'm gonna get overwhelmed, I already know. So Knox, I need tips, I need advice. What must I go for? What must I do? Is there like a strategy?
Well, strategy is first, stay calm.
Oh no!
You're in the right place. So the first thing to do is really to look for those statement pieces. I always, before I go to a store, kind of get my Pinterest going, figure out what looks I'm going for. So I always say, if you're gonna go into a sale and you wanna make a big spend, look for those statement pieces. So a leather jacket, this is a good time to go get it. To get those pattern dresses, a great time to get it. And if you find that you've come too late, which is your fault because we told you, then what you can do is look for your basics. I think they're the white jeans, the white pants, the things that we've gone through today, those staples will carry you all season long and even after the season. And so I think it's a great way to also just stock up on those things.
Yeah.
But do go inside, have a look, figure out what your look is. We've given you some inspo here. First point, staples. Second, basics, and you're good to go.
And keep calm, South Africa. Keep calm. I'm definitely going to take that advice. I cannot wait to hit. As soon as the show's over, I'm heading over to Woolworths because I need to shop till I drop. And it's an awkward time right now because we're heading out of summer into winter. It's that autumn-winter phase and you don't know what to wear. So this is the right time to stock up and make sure that you are sorted and ready for any possibility, and do so looking as chic and cute as ever. Thank you so much, Knox.
Thank you.
Our fashion extraordinaire coming through, dropping those jewels, looking gorgeous yourself in your all-black outfits. Thank you so much, this one.
Thank you.
Now, there you have it. So the quality sale is currently in all stores, and you can get up to 50% off on selected fashion, beauty, and homeware items. Plus, if you are a W Rewards member, you get an additional 10% off. The sale ends on the 28th of February 2020, so go to your nearest Woolies shop and you can get some of the greatest fashion, beauty, and homeware at a reduced price. You can also shop in store, online, or on the Woolies app. Now, after the break, we head over to the kitchen for an easy mid-afternoon snack for the kids with absolute love. We'll see you then.
Express yourself. My name is Trevor Lagoy and I'm 34. Up until recently, I had a gym and that gave me the flexibility to follow other passions, which meant obstacle course racing. I competed around the world as an elite obstacle course racer. Entering Tropica Island of Treasure Season 9, I'd seen it on TV, so I was like, oh, I've got the availability, so let's go for it, and who knows.
He puts his body on the line and he doesn't give up.
If I win, I will definitely put a big portion of the money towards very close friends of ours that have a child that has muscle dystrophy.
Lucas was diagnosed with LMNA CMD, congenital muscular dystrophy. Internationally, there's about 7 of them. Lucas means light, and the whole idea behind it is to give hope.
We are so grateful for him and Daniela. When you have people like that, it's like actually kind of cool, sorry.
Oh, how can you not be excited in getting the opportunity to go to an island to play for 1 million rand? Tropica Island of Treasure Season 9, coming soon to SABC3.
Kids. Good for mom, way better for kids. Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, where we're about to get you over the hump that is this week in the kitchen. Now, kids can be fussy eaters, but with the Clover NutriKids range, caring for your child's nutrients has been made just a little bit easier. And if you're looking for a quick go-to mid-afternoon snack between lunch and dinner, give them a little Nutri-Boost with our NutriKids Banana Smoothie. SMS the keyword Clover to 33650 to get this quick and easy recipe. SMSs cost R1.50, and for SMSs do not apply. Dumi, this
Yes,
sounds
madam.
delicious. It's for the kids, but I think I want to try the smoothie. It just looks so good.
I know, right? And it's made so that you can also enjoy it as well. Yes, it's great for the kiddies, but we can also enjoy it as well. So
I like that.
Like we mentioned, it's a banana smoothie, but our base is going to be our NutriKids clover milk, which is what we're going to use to loosen up our smoothie.
Yeah.
But before we do that, what we're going to do is we're going to freeze our bananas, because what we want to do is once we put them in the blender, it's going to be easier for them to actually hold together, and it's not going to be all soggy and mushy. You know how bananas can get. And I know that's the
Absolutely.
one texture that a lot of kids do not like. I myself don't always like that texture, but I know that it tastes much better once it's frozen.
So the trick here is just to chop up your bananas, you put it in the freezer, and I suppose that because we're doing a smoothie, it also helps with the temperature, keeping it cold.
Correct, yes. I'm using bananas today only because my baby boy loves bananas, but as mothers, you're more than welcome to use any fruit of your choice. You can actually even use a mixture of fruits if you'd like.
Love that. No, this is gorgeous too. I'm really excited to try this.
Yeah.
What I like about this Clover Nutrients, I'm just going to take a little bit of I kind of just want to drink it up. But I won't do that. I won't do that. So this is a full cream milk. So this is really, really good for basically a good source of calcium, as we can see here.
Yes.
Good source of iron as well. Protein. It has got 18 amino acids. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. We're making sure that your kids are having nothing but the best, nothing but good quality. Let me help you here.
Sure.
I'm going to put this in the freezer and then take out the frozen bananas.
Yes, thank you.
This is
sorry
gorgeous.
to have disturbed you, but you were mentioning a lot of important things about this. So what the NutriKids does is that it's very nutrient high. So it's perfect for the children, because once children grow, drinking milk becomes a thing of the past.
Yeah.
So this is the best way to try and incorporate the milk product into their diet, you know, to make sure they get all those ingredients, all those nutrients. Calcium, like you mentioned, is important for the growth because of, you know, the building of the bones, the teeth, and all of that. All right, so once we've put our frozen bananas into our smoothie in our blender, we're going to add some of our honey.
Okay. More
Because
sweetness.
if you'd like to add more sweetness, like as it is, the bananas themselves are very sweet. But if you'd like to add a bit more sweetness, you're more than welcome to add more honey.
Okay.
And then we're going to use the NutriKids milk for our added flavor. And to actually make it easier to blend up our
smoothie.
bananas. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people say the more liquids you put into the blender, the more liquids you put into your smoothie, it's just that much easier to whip up.
Yes, and it's easier to drink as well, because obviously if it's more of the solids, it's going to be harder to drink through the straw. But this is perfect, because since we've used the frozen banana, it also helps keep it cold as well.
Stunning.
So it's going to be nice and refreshing, and if it's a midday snack, it's perfect to keep them awake and alert, right?
That is important, especially in the afternoons. I mean, this is the time that kids either come back home from sports, they come home and they're coming to homework, and they need to keep their brain sharp, but they also need to make sure that their stomach isn't grumbling. So this is a lovely alternative, just, you know, placed between lunch and dinner.
Yeah, so we're going to get creative now. Once we've blended up our smoothie, that's what it's going to look like.
Okay.
We're going to do some decor. What we're doing now is we're going to decorate our glasses. We're going to dip it in some honey.
Okay.
And then we go into our chocolate sprinkles. You know the kiddies like beautiful things. And this is a nice way to lure them into drinking this smoothie as well and getting all those...
Yeah. Well, look, I don't think that with such a delicious smoothie and such great flavor, and of course this NutriKids milk helping, I don't think anyone needs to be convinced. But this is such a lovely trick. I've never seen this done before. I'm going to be Auntie Bailey on steroids, because when I do this for my nieces and nephews, they're just going to fall in love with it. That is so cute.
And then we add our smoothie, and that's it. The kiddies will fall in love with you.
Oh, okay, let's do that.
If they're not eating the bananas, they're definitely eating the sprinkles somehow, but they...
Hi, but Utumi is just above and beyond. Of course, our whole taste master. No, that's fine. Show up and show off. No, this looks really, really good.
And another thing is, because when the banana sits for a bit, it goes a bit brown. They will be convinced that there's chocolate in there.
It actually does look like a little chocolatey drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there you go, a beautiful chocolatey drink. I'm gonna dig in while you get busy with yours.
Yes, and you can see that we are using our aluminium steel straws because we're helping the environment here, not trying to be irresponsible community members. This looks good. I also want to try it with you and have a midweek cheers, Dumi, to us.
It's too good. Cheers, girl.
Good for mom, way better for kids. SMS the keyword Clover to 33650 to get this great recipe. Here's a little reminder of the steps, though.
Made with love by Clover. Nutri-Kids, good for mum, way better for kids. Made with love by Clover.
That was so yummy. Now, coming up after the break, we meet two inspiring young dancers from Cape Town who have been given the opportunity to study in India with a prestigious yoga scholarship. See you after the break.
Find your smooth fortune with Tropica. Buy a Tropica promo pack, enter now, and stand a chance to win your share of 1 million rand in prizes and the smooth grand prize of a Suzuki Ignis. The more Tropica you buy, the more chances you have to win.
Also catch the new season of Tropica Island of Treasure Curacao every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. on SABC3 from the 3rd of March.
Tropica, nothing smoother.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, where we are sharing inspiring stories live from Cape Town. Now, we're joined now by two inspiring, hard-working young South African dancers who have been selected to travel all the way to India for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to study the ancient art of yoga. Yolanda and Lucindiso are part of the Indoni Dance Arts and Leadership Academy in Cape Town. Welcome. First of all, congratulations. You are such a ray of light, not only to your dance academy, but to everyone watching. South Africa as a whole are saluting you. How does it feel?
Well, for me, it feels great. It feels great, yeah. Like knowing that through your hard working that you do, there are people that are watching you, they're behind you, supporting you in each and every step that you take in life. So it makes me feel good. It makes me feel good, yeah.
Absolutely. And for yourself, Yolanda?
For me, I am so honored and I'm so thankful that people are seeing good in you. And you think of, okay, I'm not being recognized, but no, people are watching.
Yeah.
They are really watching.
All eyes are on you right now. And going into the arts, I have to start at the beginning. How did you fall in love with arts, culture, and dance?
Hey. Okay.
Okay, well, for me, I don't know. I think I didn't choose art. Art chose me.
Oh.
You understand? Yeah. Because ever since I was a little boy, I loved art. I loved dancing. Like, you know, when you grew up in the township, then you sit in a corner doing street dance, pantsula, you understand? Yeah. So I think that's when, like, my love of art grew. Yeah, then from there, when I went to Christian Arts and Culture Focus School, that's where I was introduced to dance as a subject. You understand? So then from there, I was like, okay, I want to explore in this dance as a subject. You understand? So me getting there, that's when I was like, wow. This is what I want to do.
Absolutely. So
this
you would say
talking to me,
your building blocks happened in Pantsula, something that is very much part of South African culture and in our communities. And for yourself, Yolanda?
For me, what I would say is art is not a career. I think it's a calling because at the end, like, other people are choosing being doctors, but okay, you're the only one who's like, okay, I really want to be around art, nothing else. And I wasn't following anyone. I think I was the only one who was... I was doing maths and physics, but I wasn't there, like, into that.
Your heart.
Yes, because at school I was performing, like, poems, and I was singing all the time. But I was studying, but arts, and I joined an organization called Light of Life. That's where I saw that I have a potential, and I'm going far, and I am still gonna go
even further.
Yeah, even further, yes.
That is such a beautiful story in terms of the bubbling under, how dance and movement spoke to both of you individually, but in very, very different ways.
Yes.
You both touched on the fact that you come from backgrounds and communities where this is not really the first choice. This isn't really what you see your neighbor doing.
Yeah.
It's not people aren't used to it. How did your family and friends react when you're like, I'm going to pursue this?
Yeah.
For me, it was the most stressful experience for me because I, for one, because after matric, I went to UWC to do my BA in psychology because I didn't want to take a gap here. So I went there to do my BA psychology. Then later the year, around about June, I got the feedback that I was taken to Jazz Art Dance Company where I went for auditions. So I was like, school, nah. I'm following my heart now. I want to dance. You understand? So it was hard for me to break the news at home that actually now this is where I want to go. You understand? So when I broke the news, they were like, dance, it's not a career, it's a hobby. They couldn't understand that to me it is a career actually. So there was that friction at home. So they believe that dance, it's a hobby. And then I was like, on the other side, for me, it is a career. They wanted me to start something that, like, I was not loving, I was not enjoying doing, but then hence that I was passing the subject, they wanted me to go on with the subject.
But that necessarily wasn't what you wanted to do. You had to be true to yourself, and you had to follow that inner voice and trust that the decision you've made for yourself is the best, ultimately. For yourself, Yolanda, did you experience anything similar?
No. my aunt loves what I'm doing, and she believes in me so, like, very much. So when I told her that after high school I am going to join a dance academy, which includes visual arts, a bit of drama, but the major is dance, she said, okay, I'm with you all the way. Whatever decision you take, it's fine. I'm with you. And also my friends, some are supporting me, and I really appreciate that.
Beautiful.
Being
supported and being held up and uplifted throughout your journey. Now we have to move on to the reason you're here and the reason that you're traveling all the way across the world to India, which is yoga. Now I know I've tried yoga myself, and it is difficult. The strength that is necessary, the focus, the intention that you have to have as a yogi is out of this world. What about yoga were you like, I'm just loving this?
We started yoga in where we are now at Indoni by our teacher Balu on Wednesdays. So we didn't have much of the theory, the Sanskrit words and stuff, but she introduced that we will have at the beginning of the year that we will have a yoga teacher training. So we got interested. Obviously, you know, when you're curious of something, you know. Apparently, we showed dedication and we loved what we were doing, and we were more focused, all of us. But unfortunately, we were the chosen one, and...
Or fortunately.
Oh, fortunately. Oh, sorry.
I mean, yes, it is sad to see that the other people that you might have started with are not side by side with you, but you still have to celebrate your own wins.
Yeah. So, as she said that we introduced into the course that we just finished, which is the 200 hours of intense yoga training program.
Yes, I have to find out more about that, because getting this internship and this opportunity, you had to go through a very grueling process. Yeah, how did that work out for you?
Well, I would say for one, that process, it needed like I as a person to fully engage myself, because there was a lot that we had to learn in that process, which it was only a month, because we had to learn also like the philosophy of yoga and the anatomy also, and also like the asanas, which is the postures of yoga, in their Sanskrit language as well, so that we had like to have that all in 1 month. And then there was a process of like writing a test and exam and theory, and also like in practical where we have to teach a class.
Wow.
Yeah. So
and we must know how the body of each student works and how it functions, you know, the bones, the muscles, and we had to know that within a month.
Yeah.
And the names, obviously.
I think that this is such an incredible story, because it's showing more than just what the human body is capable of, but if you put your mind to something, you can do absolutely anything.
Yeah, you can
do anything. You guys are traveling to yoga just finally. Not to yoga, you're traveling to India. I've got yoga on the brain. You're traveling to India, and you spoke about yoga being something that you need focus. You can't look left, you can't look right. You need to focus on yourself, your own energy, your own breath. Is that some of the principles you'll be taking abroad with you?
Yes, and we think like yoga is sort of therapy. It's where your mind, you have to be in the moment and forget about what's happening and what the other person is doing next to you. You have to be on your own, be yourself, and you'll be clear-minded, a well-being, and...
Beautiful.
It's just saying like it's therapy, and also mind, and also like your surrounding. Yeah, understand? It makes you like to live in a moment.
Yes.
To forget about the outside world, what you're gonna do after the class. It invites you like to live in a moment. Yeah.
Well, living in the moment is what we're all about here on Afternoon Express, and we definitely do salute you. We celebrate you. All the best. I know you have your passports ready to jet off. When you come back, though, back to South Africa, we're going to need you here on the couch and to show us some of these yoga moves and get us all inspired and have our viewers join in. Thank you so much, Yolanda. Thank you so much, Lucinda, for the incredible incredible work that you're doing and all the best. Ne? Now, coming up after the break, we meet another inspiring young South African who managed to achieve 7 distinctions with matric and earned himself a bursary to study medicine with all the odds stacked against him. See you after the break.
My name is Darren Solomon and I'm 22 years old. If you look good, you'll feel good, and if you feel good, you'll do good. The reason why I entered Tropica Island of Treasure Season 9, I'm a highly competitive person and I love a great challenge in life. I mean, as you can see, I've got the physique. Leading up to the competition, I'm going to be playing some mind puzzle games because I know that they're always going to throw in a cheeky twist on the island.
He's the most kind-hearted individual I've ever met. When it comes to his athletic abilities, 10 out of 10. His navigation skills, he's a bad navigator. So if he can just work on that, he'll be fine.
When I was selected as one of the candidates, the first people I told was my uncle and aunt.
I think Darren has a very, very good chance of winning. He's very much determined. He's super fit. And he's very competitive.
They were just like, what you gonna do next? What you gonna do next? And I was like, I don't know, I need to work out, I guess, for this show. Catch me on Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao, coming to you soon on SABC 3.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express, where we are saluting South Africans who are doing amazing things, who are achieving high goals that a lot of us think are impossible. Now, Siyamthanda Mkeku is a recent matriculant who made news headlines after earning 7 distinctions and a bursary to study medicine at the University of Stellenbosch. What made his story resonate with so many of us is that he achieved this against all odds, whilst he was sharing a small shack with 4 other people in Cape Town. He joins us this afternoon along with the journalist who discovered his story, Peter Luhani. Siyamthanga. Gentlemen, welcome to Afternoon Express.
Thank you for having us.
Your story just gives me goosebumps because Siyamthanda, a lot of people might think, you know, I come from this, and they blame a lot of where they end up in life from their beginnings, their upbringing. But you have turned everything around and made such an incredible success of yourself. But where did it all start? Tell us about Ingane Encane uSiyamthanda, all the way from Port Elizabeth, from PE.
Oh, sorry. To correct that, I'm from East London, East London. So that's where I was born and raised by my two lovely parents, who I adore and love, Cynthia Mandombi Mlindwa and Patrick Solomzi Mkeku. So yeah, my childhood was very, very lively. Although we were struggling at the time then, but they made sure that I had a good foundation and good upbringing. And my mother always used to motivate me that my child education is the solution that's going to get us to this place. So yes, from a young age, I had to be matured, and with my mother's presence and my father, not forgetting my father, they actually drove me to be the person I am. And yeah, it started from a very, very young age in terms of being matured and understanding and living almost in an adult's mind and understanding the situation back at home, yes.
When you speak to me, you speak with such confidence and with such cool humility, and I love that about you. You have just gone into this manhood, but you're still really, really young. And I think that a lot of South Africans might forget that when you hear the story, that usayingane and now usakhula, you're growing. But you've always known that you wanted to do medicine. You've always had it in your mind, and you've been inspired by your mother, who was a nurse. How was that like for you, interacting with medicine?
Oh, so firstly, as I am now a first-year medical student, I would say the workload is overwhelming, but it is my passion, it is my calling. So yeah, my mom, once again, the biggest influential factor in my life in terms of that. So she's been a nurse, and I grew up in this hospital environment, so medication lying everywhere around the house. And she used to teach me, when I get this illness, what should I take, and those type of things. And I remember back in primary when my teacher used to ask me, what do I want to become one day? I remember my friends wanted to become firemen and all those things, policemen, and I wanted to be a doctor. And it's so it hasn't sunk into me yet that I'm actually training to be a doctor, and I stuck with that throughout all my high school, and I really worked hard at school, and this is where I am now. Thankful to the behavior and principles I set out to live, and the values from home, and all of that came together to bring the Siyamthanda I am today. Yes.
Absolutely. I think that is such a core principle, that you can only reap the fruits once you've put in and planted that seed of hard work, of dedication and of commitment. I mean, Peter, the story definitely resonated with you, and you felt like, I need to share this with South Africa as a whole. Why do you think it is so important for the youth of South Africa not only to know where they're going in life, but stay true to it the same way Siyamthanda has?
Thank you for inviting me on to your show, Palisa. And for me, as an everyday working journalist, when I found out about Sia's story, and as a journalist, I believe we have, what do you call this?
Responsibility.
We have a responsibility, and to share the untold stories, especially looking at what he achieved. He beats all the odds. And there are other kids that are privileged going to affluent schools, but when I visited where he stays, it really touched me after we did the interview. And literally, I saw a young man there that is destined to beat more odds in future.
Absolutely. I think that the passion, I can just sense it, and it's vibrating, the energy coming from you, because it's moving, hearing that you had to then move from East London, come to Cape Town, looking for a brighter life and better education. And then you found yourself in a shack, sharing with 4 other people. How did you get to that situation?
the main obstacle in like all my school life was basically finances, like even back at home in East London. So we were not that privileged as so, but we did not let that down. Like my parents really worked hard to get me whatever I had and to also like make sure that school-wise I was comfortable and made sure that I was excelling. But yeah, it came to a point whereby I had to attend high school from my primary, and they could not take the load anymore. They could not afford the school fees. So I moved to Cape Town in 2017 in search of a high school, and then my guardian, who is my deceased brother's eldest brother's girlfriend and the mother of his child, so my niece. So she took me in, and I stayed with her, my niece and her little boy, baby boy. She had a boy by then. So yeah, I just came to that point and I was here, and that didn't stop me. I knew what I wanted. Like, the goal was to achieve well in school and go to university, because at the end, the ultimate goal was to come to UCT or Stellenbosch. Yes. So that was the ultimate goal. So yeah, all of those things happening, her being unemployed, like us living literally in poverty, and the struggles, the day-to-day basis of like not having food and stuff, and she has to go ask for money and all those things. Yeah, they were there, but that didn't get to me. Like, I had that focused mindset that I knew what I wanted to do. When I was at school, all home issues I left at home. So that was like me. So I came to school, yeah, do what I do, and then go back home, face all the personal issues while I'm at home. But yeah, out of all of that, like my principal, I have to give credit to that woman. She's been there from the first get-go, like my grade 10.
Wow.
She saw me like this, this pattern I had. I came early at school and I used to go late, and she wanted to investigate more, and then she came across my personal life at home and she opted to help out. Ever since then, she's always been like that mother to me. I wouldn't lie, like she has been doing everything. She made sure I'm this person who I am. Yeah, she's part of that as well. There are many more people I could mention, but it would take like a long time. It could go on forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's just a lot of generous people out there who made sure I am where I am, and I'm really thankful for them.
And I'm also grateful that you see that and you have that attitude of gratitude and saying the words thank you to all the hard-working teachers, principals, people in the education system who definitely do take an they overextend themselves to learners that are in need. We salute you and we thank you for that, because look, we've got a shining light now, and I think that this is an incredible story for all South Africans out there, showing that you can overcome absolutely anything. You can be the person to say, I come from that, but look at me now. I mean, Peter, you write such incredible stories. You write touching, heartfelt stories and you share them. What type of other stories can we expect from you? And when you do communicate such stories, what is the most important thing?
Mostly as journalists, we really represent we really want to give voice to the voiceless in society. My focus areas is vulnerable communities, share their concerns and frustrations, and then take these to represent to the authorities so they can get, especially like service delivery, where the mainstream media outlets don't reach, because they're going to cover the mainstream stories. That's when we come in, like Peter comes in, ground up, who I write for, and our publishing partners, and we go tell a story from basically ground up. And these are the stories that the mainstream media outlets will not reach. And it's really quite rewarding to be out there and to see things from your eyes that a normal human being won't see what you see, but when you see it, you see something else. It's newsworthy for you, and it's just doing your job. You know, you won't see something out there that normal people. When I say normal people, I refer to people that are not journalists. Okay. And we see things in different perspective. Yeah. So.
As you say with the newspaper, iliso labantu, you are people's eyes, essentially. So thank you so much. And I know you've got a message that you want to share with Peter.
Yes, so I have a message, Pete. if it wasn't for you, first of all, I would have been sitting right here in the Afternoon Express show. So I really want to share my deepest gratitude to you, man, like, for taking that opportunity. Like, the other story is that, guys, when it came about the article, he actually called me and I was at home sleeping in Molnerton. So he really called me like, Siamtanda, could you please come to my offices at the Pinnacle building in town? I had like no taxi fare money and I was like, I was just gonna say yes to this guy and just go back to sleep. And then I thought of it after a moment while I was like, this is probably an opportunity. Let me just try something and go. So I went to my guardian, Nomboniselo Bonita Buswana. I asked her for taxi fare money. I got the money, I went straight to town. And then I met Peter, expecting a journalist-client interaction, like, okay, he's just gonna interview me and then I go. And when I came there, this guy actually welcomed me with warm eyes, friendship at first sight, I would say. And he kept on contact after the interview, after the article, updating me on what is going on. So I really want to thank him, and he's become part of my life now, a huge part and a huge factor. If it wasn't for him, I wasn't going to be here. So I would love to say thank you to you, man, and I love you.
Oh. Such a touching moment here in studio. I've got tears welling up. So before I break down into a whirlwind of a mess, thank you so much, gentlemen, for sharing your story.
Just to put it also on the record, the story was first broken by Ground Up, which got picked up by News 24.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stunning.
It went viral, and when you do the right thing, people step in.
Absolutely. Good news definitely spreads like wildfire. Now we still have more to catch up with our incredible guests after the break.
My name is Siasanga Mpenyana and I'm 27 years of age. I step into other people's shoes for a living. In other words, I'm an actress. I'm excited to be on Tropica Island of Treasure Season 9 because I'm going to win that million. Simple. I'm preparing for the island by doing what Beyonce does. I am working out twice a day. The most important people in my life are undoubtedly my family. I'm nothing without those people. My friends are 110% behind me for the TIOT9 competition. They think I'm going to bring it home, and I think I will too.
She is the Kate Moss to my Naomi, but the girl can sprint. It's actually scary. She's competitive and she is always ready to win. She's always ready for a challenge. So she's going to win that thing. The other contestants better watch out.
Catch me on Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao, only on SABC 3.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express as we're about to round off what's been such an incredible show. Today we've met some inspiring young South Africans who rose up above their circumstances to achieve greatness. We're back now with our guests. Guys, welcome. Yet again, I just continuously say that you can do and be anything that you want to be and do. We've got people on social media who've been dying to reach out to you, so please do answer their questions because they love to hear from our guests. Now, this is a question for Uyolanda no Lusindiso from Umandisi. Umandisi asked, or rather said, congratulations to the both of you for such achievements. Are there any yoga schools or spaces in the townships of Cape Town? If not, how would you introduce this into the communities?
Well, yes, there are spaces like in the township and also like the other guys that we're in the training with, they already started doing their classes as well. So yeah, there are classes happening in Khayelitsha, yes, and also like in Dryfontein as well, there are classes running. Yeah.
So, kusho ukuthi Mandisi, keep your eyes open, who knows? Siamtanda, one last question from you, from Utobile, who says, congratulations are in order to Siamtanda. What would you say, or rather, how would you encourage the 2020 matriculates for them to achieve similar results at the end of this year?
Okay, first of all, thank you for your question. I would just love to say to the 2020 matriculants that it is hard work. As much as it's a cliche, it is hard work. You have to start early, start practicing early, ask questions, yes, be attentive in class. Those small little touches are the factors, yes.
I get you heard it. Hard work and dedication is what it's all about here on Afternoon Express. All the best, guys. Make sure that you join us, though, tomorrow for another edition of Fashion Express Thursdays, where we'll be meeting a garment designed by Ulonono. Woo! A lot to look forward to. Good night. God bless South Africa, and thank you for joining us, guys.
Thank you very much.
Afternoon Express, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.